Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Hollywood Animal. I'm still waiting on information for Liar Liar Pants on Fire, I believe. Yeah, it's like close-ish to Kowloon Midnight. So that's the one I wanted to see how that was gonna go. I think it's time to put the Sicilian Tiger out there. We'll throw out the Hespro. I have a couple ideas for movies today. One of them is called High on Your Own Supply. Which is my own idea for a movie. I can't continue. Can I exit out and then continue? No? Did I do something wrong? That's weird. What if I... Back on the shelf. Yeah. Try it again. Maybe it's because it's just been sitting there for so long and the game was like, that's not how that works. Fair enough, game. All right, hold on to furry paws for a little longer. The Sicilian Tiger. There we go. Put our best people on this movie. Been there, done that. Yeah, so High on Your Own Supply. And then I also kind of wanted to make a drama comedy based on Up in the Air, which I've never seen. But I know what it's about, roughly. Yeah. Okay, so producer. Ooh, we don't have any of our best producers available. Can I get a better guy? Ooh, okay, there's some better guys available. Herbert Cummings. I think you guys are on the outs, dudes. Let's grab Herbert Cummings while he's around. Doot. Medical insurance to knock off $4 grand. He's only a 36-year-old dude. Got some good directors available though. Are you good at anything? Winning the Beloved? Does this have Winning the Beloved in it? Nope. So it's Victor it is. All right. So what's the best actor, or what do we have to put in this movie? Prominent actor must be a rising star or higher. They're a star. There it is. Carl Fisher, the man, the myth, the legend. Vivian Sanders. We're gonna swing for the fences with this one. 6 stars or better, for sure. Supervisor, start that project. It's stuck at a 7-star max anyway, so it can't be as good as when the other shoe drops, but we can try. Did I start you? I didn't. Okay. Edgar, Victor, my studio, and there we go. You're still being built, so. Nice! The scouting office. It's been a very long time. High quality locations is 900 days, 1200 days. Scouts work faster. High quality costumes is 500 days. You're 900 days. More extras is 500 days. So let's go more extras. That'll take a year, and then we'll probably jump over to high quality costumes next. We should probably get furry paws started, because we have a couple lower level dudes here. I guess you guys aren't lower level dudes, but we have some dudes. We don't want you guys just sitting around. I'm getting faster, I feel like, at flying through the menu. Bobby? Merle. Cop. All right, scroll down to the bottom here. we don't want to put our best people on this. Whoa! Accidentally tapped the middle mouse button instead of scrolling with it. 100 too long. So Brian Cox it is. Pretty simple movie. We can make money off of that though. Now, does anybody have any availability to write? None. Are there any writers I could hire who are any good? Clifton Cochran. He's just a guy, but he is a 5-star writer. I'll give him a try. 7 people agree, 8 will fight. I wouldn't recommend having more than 7 writers at a time. That's right. Otherwise, they take like ages to do anything. So, Clifton Cochran, welcome aboard. You're immediately the second best writer I have. So, to the story workshop. We're gonna do high on our own supply. Hit it. 'Tis a comedy. And pretty much that's it. We'll set it in a town. I'm kind of imagining Pineapple Express. Like the Seth Rogen. Is it James Franco? Seth Rogen's in it for sure. I don't remember who else is in it. I feel like there's a criminal gang in that movie, so we'll give them 2 dudes. We'll say there's a femme fatale as well. Or you know what? Let's say there's a worried wife. She's like, what are you doing? Growing all this marijuana. We'll say it's alcohol to take the place of the weed. Because I don't think they had weed back then. We'll say there's nudity. Nudity is funny. Winning the beloved. And we got 2 more things that we could put in there. So maybe we throw in an angry parent as well. Dude. Let's make the parent the mother so we get a little bit of gender neutrality across the board. And then at the end, the sweethearts stay together and he gives up drinking except on Sundays. Fantastic news. All right, and then we still have to do Up in the Air. Kowloon Midnight is almost ready. Yeah, you want to be paid $400 a month instead of whatever we were doing before. There are riots in the theaters. Pretty rough. Hey, Struggle for a Better Life and Love Interest is back. Satan is a 4.8, 4.3. That's not too bad from pre-production. Give him some security. Return from vacation. Welcome back, Judi Dench. We need to build the scouting office, I just remembered. Put your buildings down yonder. That's the tiniest office. You guys really couldn't have spared some more space for the production office and instead you just gave it all to the pre-production space? That's crazy. That's a fun ending. They retire for good. Finish up, Walter. Walter, your action? Your adventure. Okay. Up in the Air is a pure, it's a comedy drama, so it's almost like it should be for Don or Bernard. And instead an adventure script. Maybe I give you just like, do we have an adventure? We don't, which is wild. I guess I'll just write my own film here. Adventure. I did Adventure Time last episode. The compass points north. Oh! The golden compass? We'll call it the silver sextant. It's been a very long time since I've seen the golden compass. It's kind of like a drama adventure. And it's like kind of anti-church, I think. The protagonist is a hero, or is a hero. She's just like a young girl. I'd call her a daring adventurer. I think. There is a sidekick. That's not going to be good until September, though. I think there's a strict parent involved. There's not an angry boss. The enemy is interesting because it's like, I think it is kind of a heartless bureaucrat. It's just like a bad guy. I don't think she has a rival. It's like more, I guess it's more mentor than sidekick, but we've already got a bunch of mentors in films as well. I think there is puzzling. There's a long journey, but we don't have that theme, unfortunately. Not really a search for a killer. I guess we could kind of call it a runaway. Struggle for a better life for sure. We got that theme back and I immediately put it back into a film. We'll say treasure hunt because she is looking for something. And then they do rescue a hostage. So that's fun. I think that's kind of how that went. I can't remember the finale of the film overall, but there is a rescue. Sure, Jim. The alliance has begun. I like how the initial fee is $5 grand. Yeah, sure, why not? You guys gonna tell me about this, or are you just gonna you just brought me in and and here we are. Kowloon Midnight, Keanu Reeves. Yeehaw, buckaroos. All right. Is the bone grinder mad? It's a B-. Yeah, the bone grinder's pretty mad. 2 stars? 2 stars? I'll take it. Let's go. Stale, though. Oh, balls. The shootout's gone back to rotten. The damsel in distress is no good. The chaseman. Due to shootout. Why did I put so many shootouts in my movies? I'm absolutely nuts. Whoops, Satan is in trouble. Oh, we've been shot! Oh, I don't think he was shot for real. Okay. Michael Hammond is concerned that the protagonist's death makes the ending too dark. The producer wants the protagonist's aunt to whisper at the end, "In my heart, I know the boy is more alive than any of us." The director thinks that's pathetic. I agree with the director. That sucks. I don't want to get involved. Everybody gets unhappy. Tell the producer to stop poking his nose into other people's business. Makes the producer. Let's work on the script so the producer's idea actually works. Okay. Make everybody happy and don't make the movie worse. Unsuccessful. They got away. Stop losing your target. Do I change my agent? I don't think so. I think we stick with Salvador Ramos. I believe he can figure it out. The music hall. The concert hall. Big sounds. Whoops. And bigger musics. Dummy. What happened? Did I click on something I shouldn't have? No, Felix, no. Try it again. All right, hold on. So Kowloon Midnight, how are you doing? 90% of 14 is not bad. Maniac. Don't go in the shower. When the other shoe drops. Not bad, considering. And we even with the rentals, pretty good amount of money. So we were running at about 1,000 theaters at the end there. Can we run it back at all? Doesn't look like we have much in the way of theaters to utilize. So honestly, I'm gonna call it for when the other shoe drops. That was really good. $3.1 million was awesome. Way to go, team. Are you ready to go? You are. Is a 1 star. Just hit me with the 1 star. It's a terrible movie. You don't need to review it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Ah, damn, we made Working Man and antagonist gets punished. Bad news. Okay. So, okay. This is important. So we had 14,000 at 90%. Which means we probably should have been running closer to 13. Then we were at 80% of 8,000, so a little too high again. So I think what that means to me is we go ahead and do 7,000 and just leave it at 7, and then instead of 14 we do 13. 13, 7. I think 4 is still okay. And then 2.5 at the other end here. And don't rent anything. Apply that. Organize advertising and give it the 5 weeks. Now, thriller, this has got to be like adult stuff. And then we'll go Spark Nate Sparrow. I feel like I should unlock you two. And then maybe instead of Spark, we go with Men? Because it's a spooky, like not a spooky movie, but a thriller movie with like a killer and stuff. I gotta get myself the building that explains what people want to see. 5.3, 4.7 is not bad with furry paws. Go into production. Get me a man. And then the same thing with the Sicilian tiger. It's dropped pretty dramatically. Start production. Get me a man. There we go. New script, The Ice Pick. Hey, that's pretty solid. Thanks, Don. Start that project. We're gonna have Don do Up in the Air for us because drama. We still haven't built our on location thing, so that one's not gonna help us right now. Give them the people. There you go. Best producer. You need more time on your contract. How much do I have to pay you? $38,000? I can live with that, I guess. Herman Watson, you also need a new contract? This is gonna be the most expensive movie that's like not that great. Cowboy, we don't have any good actors for our movie? Enemy from the past, Ella. Oh, that's all. Well, here we go. To the upgrades, agent training. That's kind of fun. Do I have to build a building for that, or can I just do that? Lock your agent in a secret camp and train him to be smarter, agile, and more dangerous. That's wild. Ooh, secret keepers. Upgrade? I think we want to go towards the search for data without being exposed. Oh, you don't have any ability to improve this any better. Interesting. So now we build a place for training. Oh. What did he say about there's no place for training? Johnny Mills, you're the man. You're the only guy I have who's available to be trained, so off you go. Hey, this is pretty good for post-production as well. Good job, post-production team. The Cruelty Award. I don't think I wrote this one, so I don't honestly know even what to do. So I'm just gonna pick that poster. So you over top of 4th of July makes sense to me. So if that's the case, maybe we go back up to 14,000. Or maybe we even push it a little further and go a little crazy with it. Because people are free. They have time to go see the movies. And then give them a little juice for 8,000. And then 4.5. 3. We'll see how that goes. Getting the production pipeline rolling again. We kind of have like ebbs and flows, which is kind of interesting. This is so many different genres. I don't even know who is this for. It could be anyone. You've done a terrible job deciding who this film, what genre this is. What happened here again? Oh, he was insulted. Really? The French are that mad? I have to apologize for 80 Frenchmen? Are they really that mad, or you just, you know? Establish the professional alliance. Here we are. Create the Pollux Awards. Yes, I'm down with that. I don't want to spend any influence points. I'm just gonna stay out of this. Like, I'm fine with them establishing the Pollux Awards, so I'm not gonna yeet any of my own influence on this. A waste of my time. Yeah, good job. Well done passing the initiative that I don't care about. Oh, nice! The scouting office is done. How did Kowloon Midnight do? Pretty good on our... We were a little high again, but not so bad. Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, because I was watching this one. That's right. So, yeah, 90% of 4,000, a little too high on 3,000. But I think we could run this back for a little bit. I think. Although it kind of looks like I might have... Yeah, with What About Bill? I mean, maybe we just set it up for 1,000 and see, do we even get any people going in the third and fourth week without advertising? What about Bill? What about him? And I can't put a question mark in there because why would you? B-? Sure. 2? I can't wait until we're like regularly getting 3 stars. That'll be a great day. Yes, I know there's stale elements. Slapstick Mayhem has gotten so much worse, you guys. That's terrible. I feel like what I've been doing is I've been putting Slapstick Mayhem into my scripts and then not paying attention to it. What is happening here? Silvano Grease, the mayor of Delmont, North Carolina, lost the election yesterday, and today he's been kicked out of his family. He's under investigation by the police. Grease believes his life and career were ruined by our film When the Other Shoe Drops, in which he says we illegally used his image. Now he's demanding compensation for moral damages. There are some similarities. The character of a corrupt official appears in public with his dog, cheats on his wife, and is suspected of contract killing and making bribes from the mafia. However, Grease is threatening to go to court for other reasons. He's especially outraged by the scene where the character bursts into tears after being punched in the nose. The former mayor believes this episode alone cost him 10% of the vote because they don't like weaklings. Get lost! Try and sue me, I dare you. Silvano Grease versus 20th Century Fox. He's demanding... We could have paid him $300,000 to make this go away, and now I'm going to spend $400,000. He only has a 10... Oh, wait. I have only a 10% chance of winning? What the hell? Hold on. Let me get the mayor in here. Experienced lawyer. Yes. Thank you, experienced lawyer. This is why you have friends. Can I talk to the DA? Nah, that doesn't seem to help. I don't know what the hell the point of being friends with the DA is. So we're at 60%. We bribe the court, and then we pay $400,000 to possibly avoid paying $250,000. And I could have just paid $300,000 and just called it, like, good. It's the principle of the thing, damn it. God dang it, dude. Salvador, you're the only man who's around anymore. 6 days until the trial. We have a 15% chance of losing. Could I pay the Doyles to bother somebody? Oh my god, Maniac, you're not gonna make any money. I should have shelved this thing so long ago. I mean, it was running at 400 screenings at the end. There's nothing to do. There's nothing we can do. I'm sorry, we lost 350 grand on this bad movie. Finish preparation. Cross your fingers, everybody. Yes! Get effed, Silvano. You loser. Be gone. Down a little bit on Spooktacular. Not too bad. Why was the cast and crew happiness down? Are people unhappy with my... Alright, hold on. Do we want the A squad to be doing this? I don't think we want the AA squad to be doing this. I want them working on how to train your dragon. So I'm gonna put Oliver on this one since it's not too far above his own abilities. And then let's get Gene right on there. Then music recording and this guy. And now it's all internal, which is fun. All right, how to tame a wyvern. Not bad, it actually went up a little bit. Cool. Get into post-production. Now, Edgar, you get to shine. Wrong. All right, 46 days for that one. That means Edgar will be available for Sicilian Tiger when that is ready. All right, up in the air. We were gonna write that, and then I got distracted by all sorts of happenings. Probably the lawsuit. Not my fault. That guy tried to sue me for some insane reason. Up in the air. Tall. No, it's not quite the synonym for up. Up high? I already called it high on your own supply, though. Up in the atmosphere. It's a little more on the nose than I typically go for, but it's a comedy drama. I think it's kind of 50-50. We'll say the city. It takes place mostly in airports. Protagonist is George Clooney. He's just kind of a smooth operator. Really a working man, but we've done that one to death. So we'll just say we'll go detective. I don't know. The enemy is like, there isn't really an enemy. It's more just like your own. There is an angry boss. There is a Anna Kendrick's in that movie. There is a love interest. I'll say Anna Kendrick is the rival. She's not really a rival. She's more like an understudy. But yeah, those three are accurate. There is adultery. So spoiler alert, there is kind of a love triangle thing happening. You don't know about it at the time, but it does show up. Well, stay away from struggle for a better life. Unrequited love is a part of it for sure. And then the protagonist gets a chance for a better life at the end. Good luck, Don. Vote Fred Carpenter. You want me to help you? We've known each other for years and you know everything about me. Well, I gotta do a better voice for this guy. We've known each other for years and you know everything about me. True, I can be harsh, yeah. I always say what I think, and yeah, for the sake of Los Angeles, I may have done some questionable things. And I'll let you in on a little secret. I can get in a subordinate's face when needed. No one can ever say I don't love this city and its people. But those journalists, they don't see a real person. Show a bit of flesh and like vultures, they peck, peck, peck. They dug up some non-existent mistress in some non-existent mansion in Honolulu. The slugs. You and I both know I'm here for you, for the people. I'm gonna put this as plain as I can. To get reelected for a second term, I need money. A lot of money. But there's a lot of would-be donors. I have to be selective. Since you're the most worthy among them, I nominate you to be the first to donate. So what do you say? Will you avail yourself of the privilege? Is $100,000? That's nothing. I don't have $100,000 in cash. Are you insane? Obviously, $100,000. Who has $100,000 in cash in this game? There you go. Easy enough. Can I write that off as like a political donation on my taxes? Look at that. 55 influence. Easy as pie. Ice pick? Not bad, ice pick. Cool stuff. That was supposed to be Hatchet, and then didn't I make it into something like completely different? What are you gonna do? All right, everybody busy. Kowloon Midnight's making bank. The Chase Man. Do you smell what the rock is cooking? Apostrophe. What about Bill? Overshot pretty dramatically for a 4.5. I think that one had stale elements, but we could run it back, I think, if we had. Well, we don't have any of our own theaters available. All right, we'll just call it a day. End that distribution. The staleness factor is certainly killing me. All right, running without advertising is pretty rough. You don't really get anything out of it. Although it was, you know, $25,000 I didn't have before. Hey, that's an interesting thing for Quentin Tarantino to develop. All right, The Chase Man. It's the only movie I have in the theaters right now. 1 star from the Bone Grinder. He's like, I hate this crap. 2 stars, 2 stars? That seems pretty typical for me nowadays. It's either the Bone Grinder thinks it's the greatest thing ever, or it's garbage in their opinion. The Mad Hatter is pretty good. Which one was that one? Comedy with a cop and a bureaucrat, bank robbery, antagonist repents. I think I just made that one up. That one doesn't remind me of anything. Andrew Strickland, welcome. Now, it's interesting to think about being on location versus being in the studio. Is it good? High quality locations and international, not always international scouting though. Sometimes it's just high quality. Okay. So we could get to 3 pretty easily with high quality. I don't think there's a reason to shoot on location. Maybe based on your cinematographer's preferences, maybe you would want to pull in shooting on location, but it does make it a lot more expensive and take longer. It's gonna cost me $50,000 to get you to do this film until the end of your contract? All right, fine. I've already done it. But when we get our hands on when we get our hands on better locations, that'll help out. You guys are all very close to being at the end of your contract. Like almost all of you are. So I kind of feel like I should let that contract roll before I try to pull you into a new project there. Oh man, we've gone back to stale and rotten for Shootout and Damsel in Distress. Was that the Sicilian things? Whatever. Arrange for a dinner with Pete Decker. Pete, you want to do this? Why does everybody keep saying they don't think much of my studio? Is it because of their own personal loyalty to me? Or lack thereof? The service has expired. Well, let's get dinner with the police chief. 350 wait. It's gonna cost me $35,000 to get you to do this? All right, an agreement has been reached. Is the police chief happy? Sure is. 30 GP. And then let's pay to get the police off my back for a bit longer. Okay, cool. Now, I think we should go buy $2.3 million more worth of theaters here. We'll go under this time. Ba-da-doop boop. Yeah. What are my opponents at as far as owning theaters going? Whoop. 136. I have 192, so I'm still out owning them as far as theaters go, which is what I want to see. Hey, welcome back, Shootout and Working Man. You guys, how is this possible? Stick on it. Stick with it, Salvador. Ooh, that's cool. Retired legend? That could be in so many cool movies. Do we have a writer available? No, but we must pull retired legend. Give me your thoughts on what your favorite movie is that features a retired legend. I'm thinking instantly I thought of True Grit with Rooster Cogburn. Great movie. The new one, not the original one. The original one's bad. Not because the movie's bad, but because John Wayne's a bad actor. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Hollywood Animal or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.